What's going on, people? It's Mr. back again with the review from today's game. I don't know where to start. Where should I start? First off, I've got so much issues. But before I do start, I've got Joe from DoreOnTour to come on to get his verdict from the Middlesbrough side. Assombalonga, ex-Nottingham Forest player, scored past us. Don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And then George Saville got the second. And the worst thing about it, I was coming back from work. I was watching on my phone. I thought we scored, but then and all I heard on my phone, no, they scored. But yeah, it's just not good enough. And then maybe Sal scored his first goal in added time, and then to end it off, make it worse, Ribeiro gets sent off. Shocking defeat. People put in comment sections of what you think your opinion on the game was. In 2 more minutes, I'll bring Joe in. But people, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. What's your verdict from the game? Who was your player that did anyone improve? I don't know what makes me upset, because the game against on Saturday against Millwall was fantastic, and then today it was just I really don't know. I really don't know. Right, people, like I said, if you've got any questions for me, put in the comment section. I'll try to get some people on later on. I've got Lennon later on to have his verdict on Nottingham Forest as well, and I'll bring in Joe now. How you doing, Joe?
How you doing, Dor? Thanks for having me on.
I bet you're happy, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely improvement from the last 2 games we had, and obviously various reasons. Obviously, we had the whole problem with the COVID outbreak in our camp, and we didn't do too well in the games against Brentford in the FA Cup, and then following that we did defeat at Birmingham. So the win today for us was much needed going into these next batch of games we got coming up. So it was vital we just broke the curse, because we haven't won at the City Ground for pretty much since for about 6 or so years or so.
I was just saying, like, Neil Warnock, he knows what he's doing. He always comes to Forest, and when Assombalonga, he scored his first goal past Forest since he's left the club, what was your reaction when he scored?
To be fair, when I looked at it, because the last couple of games that Britt does play against Forest, you can tell that he always wants to score against them. I don't know why, but he always wants to score that all-important goal, because more or less of the time, he always seems to get a goal against the, from where you're come from, the D word, so to speak. But he finally broke his stuck today, even though there was a little bit of your side, we're hinting at offside, but I think it was Cyrus Christie, I think, who was playing him onside when he led to the goal. And luckily enough, he went in and finally broke his duck. I think he's been lit with you again in this transfer window as well, isn't he?
He won't come. No, he won't come back. People in the comment below in the section. Do you think Assombalonga should come back to Forest? Personally, I don't. I think he played his best under Stu Pearce, and there's not. I know he scored today, but personally, we've got. I know. I'll mention Grabban later on. I'll talk about Grabban later on. No, not for me. Do you want to keep him?
There's most of the Borough fans are desperate for him to go, just to get him off the wage bill, and plus, like when you had Yusuf on here yesterday, and sometimes that Assombalonga is a bit lazy and doesn't want to do much, because I think that, from my perspective, I don't think he has been the same striker since he had that career-threatening injury when he was with you. So yeah. I think it's just a case of most Borough fans just want him off the wage bill and replace him with a different striker. But either way, we've got the likes of Ashley Fletcher, who wasn't involved today. He's out of contract at the end of the season as well. And plus Chuba Akpom as well. And the other strikers we do have is we had to recall Stephen Walker from his loan spell at MK Dons just to fill up our attacking options. So either way, if Britt does go, obviously, all the best to him. But as far as tonight goes, it was one of his better games in the Borough shirt, I think.
As a Middlesbrough fan, like I said, in your opinion, how do you think Forest played today? Be honest.
To be honest, I thought you did okay. And there were some periods in the first half where...
What? It was all right?
It was all right at best. I think there could have been a chance where you could have equalised just before half-time, when Sammy Amiobi, another ex-former Borough loanee, in fact, could have equalised if not for Mark Bowler getting in the way. So there were a few bright spots, I think, from Forest, but it was just a matter of probably just one of those days for years, I think.
As you know, I spoke to Yusuf about yesterday about Neil Warnock. Like I said, he always comes to Forest. He always plays fantastic against us. As a fan, how do you think Neil Warnock's been so far?
Oh, he's done wonders for us. Absolutely done wonders for us, because when we were under Jonathan Woodgate, we were on the cusp of relegation, because I didn't think Jonathan Woodgate was the right fit to take over at Borough since Tony Pulis left. And ever since then, like the game after lockdown, Warnock came in at just the right time to lift us back up from relegation. And all of Warnock's past of getting teams out of this division, for example, he did it before with Sheffield United and etc. I think he has the components needed to get us in the playoff push for this season. So I think it's just a case of him coming in at the right time, where we were destined, looking at certain relegation last season.
What player standed out for you today from Middlesbrough?
Like I say, Assombalonga had a good game as well. There's also a couple of players that did well for us, more notably Johnny Housing. I know it was his second game.
He always plays good against Forest. Always does.
Yeah, he does. Whenever he was at Leeds, whenever he was at Norwich, and when he was with us, Housing always seems to be what we call the midfield general at times. And another player stand out as well for me today was Saville. We call him Savinelli, as referred to Fabrizio Ravanelli when he was here. I don't know why, because he's a midfielder, but Borough fans seem to call him that. But he did well. He took his goal well, and another player and all. I do question him a lot, but he's been, in my opinion, I think he's been a signing for us for the start of the season, and that's been Sam Morsey. I think it's been a midfield.
Good player.
It's been the midfield general we needed since the days of Grad Ledbetter, for example. And when we bought him in from Wigan, I was surprised no one actually did go for him when he was at Wigan, to be honest. And we bought him, and he's done a grand job for us. I think both him and Housen had probably the envy midfield generalship that we need in the Championship, I think, in a minute.
People, if you've got any questions for myself or Borough TV, please get your questions in. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Before I do ask you more questions, Borough TV, you've got a channel as well. Can you promote it?
Yeah, Borough Fan TV has been around for a few years. We do lots of stuff like match previews, which I normally do. We normally do the Monday night show, which we do every Monday, that we broadcast for either our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Like me, myself, Hutchie, David Campbell, and Guesty always do that every Monday. So it's a good thing for us Borough fans to get involved in. And lots of Borough content, either through our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, if you go follow us on those. For up-to-date Borough content, and make sure you subscribe to Borough Fan TV.
The link, if you do want to subscribe, the link is below. So if you do, after this stream, we can do it now. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. But if you are new to the channel as well, make sure you do subscribe to myself. But yeah, where Middlesbrough down in the league? Are they back in the playoffs?
Not yet. I think we're 7th. We're just now back 1 point off the playoff place. Obviously, depending on other results. But I think because we've got Blackburn coming up next at home on Sunday. Hopefully, with fingers crossed, if we win that, we'll probably edge close to the playoff place. Obviously, depending on other results, and we've got some tough fixtures to end the month of January as well, because we've got Blackburn at home next on the Sunday, and then a week today we've got Rotherham United at home. We were supposed to be playing that fixture on Boxing Day, but that got postponed due to Rotherham's problems with COVID, and then to end off the month the following Saturday, I can pretty say it's a tough test for us. It's Norwich City away, so it's a pretty tough running for us to end this month, I think. But hopefully, starting with Blackburn this coming Sunday in front of the Sky cameras as well. Hopefully, we can produce another good performance like we did tonight.
I don't know if you heard this last night. I said to Yusuf in my prediction, I said, because Neil Warnock, he's a fantastic manager. I rate him, but even if people in the comments don't like him, I like him. I wish he was at Forest. I said Middlesbrough will finish third in the league. What was your prediction of Middlesbrough finishing in the league?
I think either way, either I'll be happy to just get in the playoffs if we go over the playoffs, for example. But at the start of the season, I would have preferred somewhere like a top 10 finish for us. Even if we finish outside the playoffs, I think that to be a most respectful position considering where we were at the end point of last season. So either that top 10 playoffs, I'll take that any day.
I've got a question for you. What does Brooklyn Fan TV think of Tav? He's been impressed with his work rate, goal threat, and mature this season. What's your opinion on? Is it what's his name? Is it James Travesty?
Anthony Dagsdale. Anthony Dagsdale or Marcus Tavernier?
Marcus Tavernier, I think it is.
Yeah, he's done wonders for us this season. Even though there's a couple of Premier League clubs that are watching over him for this month's window. I think like the likes of Wolves, Leicester, Leeds, and Crystal Palace all been linked with him recently. I think when he was originally brought into the team, I think it was mainly going to the cup competitions. But a couple of seasons have gone by. He's been a wonder for us. Even though his brother James, who's currently playing for Rangers, he gets more of the plaudits this season, probably more than him. So it's good for obviously. I think Tav's one of those players. He's a Premier League player in waiting. But it's just a matter of if he can do it with us or if he gets sold on in this window or maybe beyond that. He's definitely a player that we could do with keeping holding on to.
Are you in FA Cup?
No, we got knocked out by Brentford.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Oh, here's Yusuf. Yusuf's piping up. Oh, for freak's sake. For freak's sake.
I think it's some sort of forfeit he had to do.
If Forest won, he's always live on his Instagram because with his 10k followers, he's a legend anyway. Shout out to Yusuf. Shout out to Yusuf.
He's a good lad, is Yusuf.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Really good lad. I met him. First time I met him was last season when we drew 1-1 at the City Ground. Any people? Has anyone got any questions for myself and for Joe as well? Please put a comment. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Subscribe to Joe as well. His link is below. So today, was it like Professor Lumber? Like I said, we mentioned him. That what was it? I think he hit the post. And Samba, it didn't go in.
Yeah,
Was you surprised it didn't go in?
I was lucky to see that it actually came out. I actually said in one of my preview videos, I think, in my opinion, Brice Samba is one of the most underrated goalkeepers in this league. And he did pull off a couple of stops today. And I think I was surprised that that the crossbar actually saved him from Mark Bowler's chance in the second half. But I do rate Brice Samba quite highly in this division.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he's definitely one of the most underrated keepers in this league.
Oh, okay. Question for you again. Do you think that Assombalonga was off or on the key? I ain't got a clue on about
that. I think Assombalonga, I think he definitely played the key in the victory today. Like I said, he does have his off games like he has done, but I think he did have a point to prove, obviously, because he, like I said at the start of it, he did desperately wanted to score against Forest, because more or less the time he does always seem to score against your next door neighbours, Derby. So
who?
The D word.
Yes, don't say that again. I will kick you out the stream.
No, but I think Assombalonga did have a point to prove, obviously to the Forest faithful today, but so obviously he did that by scoring today.
I said like I was impressed with your right back? What's your right back's name?
Anthony Dyke-Steele.
Yeah, I was impressed with him. How old is he?
I think he's about 25, 26.
Is he?
Yeah, so I think by the time we signed him last season from Charlton, he was about 24-ish.
Oh, okay. I was really impressed with him. I think he played well when he was at Riverside as well,
Yeah.
and I was really impressed with him. Do you want to swap? You can take Christie back, and we'll have him, because everyone's had the doubts about Christie. Like I said, what was Christie like with Middlesbrough? What was he like?
Yeah, it was actually all right for us. I think it was just the fact that if it was something wrong with his family not settling into the area, the reason why we had to let him go, because I think we sold him on to Fulham after that. And I think, to be honest, I think it comes the case we bought him. We actually signed him from the D word, so I think it was the case of his family not want to move further up north, and then he went back to Fulham after that.
So last question, Joe. Do you think Neil Warnock's the man to get you promoted?
Fingers crossed he does. Like I said, he has took teams out of the Championship before into the Premier League, and like he did with Sheffield United, like he did with Cardiff. And I think there's the signs, that he could take us up. I think in our case, what we need to work on now is bringing in someone in this window. I think it was announced. It was announced in the press this morning that we've been agreed a loan fee with an unnamed Premier League player, but they wouldn't say who. We've agreed a fee with both the player and the club. It's just a case of the manager if decides to let him go. My opinion, I think it might be Kamil Grzycki, but I don't know that.
No,
we're not sure. We're not sure yet. We're not sure yet. I mean, to be honest, I'm more of a big fan of the transfers from your front. I've heard you guys have been linked with Josh Murphy from Cardiff recently.
Yeah, we don't need any more wingers though. We've got four wingers. I personally don't want him. People in the comment section, do you think he's a man to come to Forest?
Because I've seen he's been linked with Kravinovic at West Brom as well.
Listen to me. We've been linked with everyone. We've been linked with every day. We've been linked with someone. It's just
we've been
boring
linked
now.
We've been linked with quite a few players as well. I know the other day we were linked with Conor Hurahan from Aston Villa, but now he's gone to Swansea. Just announced today, and I'm not sure what's happening with Yannick Bolasie yet from Everton. I think it's just a case of another one that's going to wait till, in my opinion, it's going to happen wait till the final day.
Right, Joe, thank you very much for coming on. Like I said, if you do want to, please do subscribe to Bro TV. The link is below. But like I said, I think Neil Warnock is a man to get you into the playoffs, because I think, like I said, he's a fantastic manager. And today, when he scored the first goal, I thought to myself, he's going to sit back as usual, and then George Saville's got the second, and he done what he done. But you know what? I didn't like what he said yesterday about it was going to rain. He was trying to play mind games with Forest.
I think he was, yeah. To be fair, but like I say, I think there was signs in the second half. I think when he brought Knockout on, I think there were signs there that the tide was going to turn and Hughes might have a chance in this game. But obviously, we took back defensively and held on. And obviously, you got a goal back late on, and then all of a sudden you hit the self-destruct button with Yuri Ribeiro getting sent off late on. So it's just in the case. But from my perspective, I do have a great ton of respect for Nottingham Forest. They've got obviously a great stadium, which I've been before. They've got a great fan base. But like I said, I've got a great respect for Forest. When I go on my travels, when I come to Nottingham, I always try to make a stop at the City Ground like I usually do. But like I said, all the best to Forest for the season. I think, in my opinion, you're too good of a club to go down. I really hope you do stay up the season.
Like, Joe, thank you very much for coming on for my channel. And like I said, hopefully you do get in the playoffs. I think you will.
Yeah.
But like people, make sure you do subscribe to Joe. But Joe, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you very much, Dor, and all the best for the season.
All the best, Joe. Thank you very much. Right, so that's Joe from Both on TV. People, like to comment below. I think I'm going to have Lennon coming on in a minute. So what's everyone's opinion on today? I'm going to talk about Lewis Grabban. I don't know what's people's opinion on Grabban. I think he's a number 9. I've never seen a striker come so deep. Like he's trying to pull like this, that's why we've got Cafu there for. Got Cafu there. He's there to control the game. And then we've got players like Maiton and Abiobi on the wingers trying to do something. Like I wasn't impressed with Grabban at all. And then Sambasel comes off. We put Cafu back to next to Yates. Grabban plays as at number 10, and I prefer Grabban at the top. What's people's opinion about Lewis Grabban? What is everyone's opinion on Lewis Grabban? Like I said, it's just look at the bigger picture. Like I've just seen Anthony's 1 loss to 7 is okay. It is not bad. It's not bad. Like to be fair, if you look at it, like we've been awful all season. To be fair, and it's not bad. But today it wasn't. I'm just disappointed. But like I said, we played against Millwall on Saturday. We had more. We had fight and everything. But today it wasn't a day. And Neil Warnock, as usual, defended fantastic. People, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, like as well. People get your comments in as well. I'm just waiting for Lennon to come on. I don't know where Lennon is. Oh, he's popped up now. Oh man, Lennon. Where is that? Lennon! Hello?
Yep. What are you saying?
Oh, bro. What's going on, man?
I don't know, bro. It's long, innit?
Talk to me, man. Talk to me about the game. What's your opinion?
I just thought throughout the whole game it was lackluster. We didn't have a shot on target into the goal. 1 shot on target, man. Oh, it's torture. I don't ask for it, Ben. On a Wednesday night, I really don't ask for it. Every time we play against a Warnock team, man, we always seem to we just panic and we just don't play to how every time, man.
Every time. Right. I was having a little rant about Grabban. What is your opinion on Grabban the whole game?
A lot of people have bad things to say to me about like the way I speak about him, but what I say about him is 100%. If his head's in it, he plays brilliant. But if he's not, then he shows it. Like today, he was coming so deep.
So deep,
supposed to be a striker that's up there scoring the goals and being in the goal scoring positions. Like, why? I don't look. It's like I don't want to get. I said this in the stream the other day. I don't want to get on the players' backs. The only reason I do it is because I want them to do well. But a player like Lewis Grabban is 33 years old. We need someone fresh and young up there, man. That's my opinion. I just feel like he's not cut out for it anymore.
I just like I was watching the first
that's just my honest opinion, but
yeah, like I said, when I saw him like even when I was watching Craig's live stream, watch along, and Grabban like he's a number 9. He's 30, like you just said, he's 33 years old.
Yeah.
Why is he coming so deep? When people have been raving about Cafu, everyone's been raving about Cafu how good he's been playing, and how can you let Cafu do his job and leave Grabban do his business?
You're going up there, man. Just what Houghton should be telling him. Stay up there, man.
It's just
when was it? I can't remember the last time Grabban was flagged for offside because he's never in the position to be offside.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What player didn't perform safe for you, Lennon?
What player performed for me?
What player didn't?
Oh, didn't. I feel like Worrell's head was all over the place today. I think for their first goal, him and Christie, I don't know what was going on.
Christie
kept,
Christie
you know, there was like, what are they doing? I was speaking to my mate Jake, and there was like he was like, oh, he's miles offside. I was like, Jake, he's not, because he's been played on side from Christian from Warrow. I couldn't see at first, but you know, this just makes me even more edgy for Swansea, because if that's what Middlesbrough have just done to us, I mean, it doesn't. I say this, yeah, but it was only 2-1. But the way we played, it could have been more. The fact they only scored 2 goals, they had 13 shots, 6 on target. I think we had 5 and 1 on target.
1 on target.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
As you know, Lennon, we got Swansea in FA Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What would you change? What change would you change, or would you leave the players and say, oh no, I'll say, oh no, players, you need to go back on the pitch and perform, because today wasn't good enough.
No, what I think he should do, in my opinion, is, like I said to you, for this game or against Swansea on Saturday, play Mbiso, put him in centre back, and obviously he'd be playing anyway because Ribeiro is suspended. And what an idiot! I've said this to myself in the game. Got himself a red card, and now he's out for. It was a straight red, wasn't it? So yeah. He'll be out for 3 games now. So now we've got Bong in left back, who played very, he played quite well against them.
Yeah, but don't forget we've got Tyler Blackett.
Yeah, but I don't like Blackett. I don't want to say I don't like it, but like the games that I've seen him play, he just hasn't done it for me. But there's always time to
Lennon, he's only played 2 games. Give the guy a chance.
Yeah, I know. But this is where someone just said it in the comments. This is why you shouldn't get rid of players like Doriqua, who have got stuff to offer, man. Yeah. This club's decision making is terrible.
I was disappointed when Doriqua left as well. I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, Lennon, he's not getting game time. He had that long-term injury. He wasn't getting a contract, and
just give him a chat. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know if I was a big part in the club in decision making and stuff? All I'm saying is, players like Dorito have been on an ACL. My friend had an ACL injury and he was out for 1.5 years, and he came back. Yeah, it takes time for you to get back to playing how you used to. At the end of the day, Dorito's got pace and he's got everything else, and he can defend. You don't just get rid. He's not dead weight like Heffley. You know what I mean? Like Dorito, yeah. Whenever he's played, yeah, I think he's done well in a Forest shirt. You know, players like Heffler who sits on his settee every week earning £20,000. That's dead weight, and that's what's doing is it. There's players like him earning that sort of money. Where if we offload him to the teams that will actually use him, will you be able to use that money to benefit us, man? It's another thing about the club. We need to. Zach Clough is going, I think. He's going to Wycombe Wanderers, isn't he? So,
Wigan.
Is it Wigan or Wycombe? Oh, okay.
Wigan.
Wigan with Doriqua. So. But today, mate, like I said, it was like, in my opinion, the word you said, asked Craig what his one word was. My one word today was lackluster. Lackluster.
People in the comment section, what's your one word for today's performance? I just feel like it wasn't in it. Yeah, people in the comment section, what is your one word for today?
Do you see Brit bite Ribeiro?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see him bite him? I saw that too. You might get banned for that.
What, Brett?
If they go back to it, yeah.
My man's munching. What are you munching away, Lennon, man?
I'm munching Chris, man. Leave me alone.
So, Lennon, top windows open, and what players would you think that we need to strengthen today?
I genuinely think we need another striker. I do. Louty, I don't know. I feel like we need a young striker. I said this the other day. We've got Taylor in them lot, and we've got Guerrero, but he hasn't played. We've got Grabban as well. And we've got that Swan as well.
Do you think Swan should get a chance? Swan should get a chance.
That's all. I just feel like we need another striker. And I feel like you.
Say again.
Yeah, he's bagging again. He bagged in the under-23s game or some. I think it was. he's bagging again. Like he did it against the in the under-23s game. So, you know, there's players like him, and there's players like Alex Mighton that want to prove a point, and Tyrese Forner and stuff like that. That youngsters, other team. I know it's not. I don't want to say it's a risk take, but we can use our youngsters. You know, a lot of these youngsters are better than what we've got in the first team today. I don't. Ben, in our past games, before today was 8 games undefeated, I think, or 7. It was one of them, I think. What was it?
Lennon, you're lagging, you know.
8 or 7 games?
Lennon, you're lagging.
Is it me? Am I lagging?
Yeah, you're lagging.
Am I lagging? Let me join back. Let me join back. Let me join back.
Yeah. Yo, he's lagging. He's talking, but I can't. He's not moving. Yeah, Lennon, come out of it, Lennon. But yeah, I think it was embarrassing today. But yeah, what's people's views for today's game? If you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. But like I said, I'm really disappointed today. Really disappointing. Like I said, we were 7 unbeaten. But as everyone knows, one that comes to Forest, he does what he does, and it is what it is. If anyone's got any questions, please put them in the comments. I was down B, but you know what? Like, it seems more cliche. Forest got to dust herself off, and we got a distraction. Saturday, massive game against Swansea, and everyone knows Swansea fan Reese will be on my preview on Friday. Anthony, do you want to come on? Because Anthony's from Australia. Anthony, if you want to come on, you can come on, dude. If you want to, send me an email if you want to. Because Anthony's from Australia. I'd like to get his view. But yeah, people, like I said, it's just another it's just another blip. But we can't. We need to stay away from the bottom 3. We've got to stay away from bottom 3. It's just, what can you say? What can you say, people? Personally, for like what we've got Swansea in the cup, I think personally I'll make changes. Leslie, he's not a Blackett fan, but who would you replace for Ribeiro? Who would play Bong or Blackett? Would you give Jenkins a chance and replace Christie? Even even give I don't know, give Wall or McKenna a rest against like bring players like. Right, okay, right, Anthony, I'll send you the link. Right, can we? Right, people, I'm gonna get Anthony from Australia to come on. Right, Anthony, I've sent you the link by email. Okay? Anthony from Australia is going to come on. Okay, it was really disappointing today. People, is everyone disappointed today? Is everyone disappointed with today's performance? Any player that stood out? No, I don't think those no one's stood out. I'll shout out to NGT. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing today. Thank you. Shout out to Glenn. Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing today. Right, I've got Anthony. Anthony from. Hello, Anthony.
Hey Ben, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
From Australia. Is the sun out?
Yeah, it's what's the time? 8:45.
This guy, Anthony, he watches one of my vlogs, and he's from Australia. Where in Australia are you from?
Well, I was actually born in New Zealand, but I live in Australia. I've been here 20 years.
Oh, okay. Lennon, this Lennon, can you hear me, Lennon?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
People.
Yeah, that's right.
Lennon,
That's cool.
this is Anthony. He's from Australia.
Oh, seriously? Nice to meet you, man. Australia. Wow.
Anthony, let me
That's
start. Did you watch the
mad.
game? Did you watch the game?
No, I tried on one of the BlueStacks channels, but it seemed to be, who was it, Fulham and Man City, and the other game was going on. Matty Cash handballed it and gave away a penalty. So
great.
I was just watching the boys on the YouTube channel because I'm at work at the moment.
Oh, okay. Anthony, I want to ask you a few questions. Like, how long have you lived in you said New Zealand? How long?
Yeah.
How long have you been supporting Forest?
Since 91, 92. So I played football for a long time, and everyone in my club always followed a team.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, who do you follow?" I said, "I don't really follow anyone." They said, "Oh, you should follow Liverpool." I said, "Nah, if I was going to follow anyone, it'd be someone with a really cool name like Nottingham Forest."
Yeah.
So and they happened to be playing Liverpool that weekend, so I started going for them. I made a bet with a Scouser. He wouldn't even give me the draw.
Yeah.
Turned out it was the last game at the Cop.
Yeah.
And we beat them.
Yeah, we did.
And then
was it 2-0?
something like that. And I've been following them ever since. And then all that season, I kept getting told we're too good to go down, but we weren't.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's brilliant because I started supporting Forest 91 as well, so we both got something in common there.
Yeah.
So you followed Forest since 91, and you've seen us in the UEFA Cup under Frank Clark. You remember that?
Yeah, we got knocked out on the away goals.
Yeah, by Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they got 4 of them, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was the guy that ended up managing Spurs. What was it? Jurgen Klinsmann.
Jurgen Klinsmann.
And Jason's got the pineapple.
So Anthony, like I said, the season with Forest. What's your opinion on Forest's season so far?
Since the last couple of games of the last season, when we went in the playoffs, when I went to bed and when I woke up, we were out, and then we never recovered for the first month. I quite liked Sabri. I thought he seemed to be going all right, and I quite like Chris Hughton. So.
Do you think, like, as you know, Anthony, we've had so many managers for the last 23 years.
Yeah, I was on Wikipedia trying to figure out who the captain was the year I started following. Someone asked a question somewhere. And we had like 15, Brian Clough was our 15th manager or something.
Yeah.
And now we're in the 40s.
Yeah.
Since 78.
So as a Forest fan, what has been your best moment then as a Forest fan?
I like watching PVH when he was playing for Holland. I sort of felt, at the World Cup, he should have probably taken one of his penalties a bit earlier than he did in their shootout. Anytime I see Piercy have one of his free kicks, they've been quite good. I didn't get to see a lot of the games. We didn't have the streaming back when I started, so you had to watch games at 2 a.m. if you wanted to. And of course, it was always on a Saturday after being playing soccer and being down the pub, so you could never stay awake for it. Well, I couldn't. But no, I've enjoyed coming along, watching you and the boys. It's been a bit of fun.
You're Anthony, that. You know what? I do. If people come to the stream, this Anthony, he's from Australia, and I said to you, I think I messaged you, was it a month ago? And I said to you, Anthony, I need you to come on because, like I said, I get fans from around the world coming on, but I've never had someone from Australia before, but I do, and I really do appreciate that you come on.
Well, I'm going to come over one day and get you to buy me a drink.
You know what?
Martin said you don't. But Martin said you don't get your wallet out though. What's the deal with that?
Listen. Them boys are liars. I don't believe what comes out Craig's mouth because he's a liar. He's a complete liar. It's been 23 years, Anthony, that we've not been in the Premiership. Besides Brian Clough, what manager have you been impressed with the last 23 years?
I thought we had the caretaker guys that got us up to the playoffs, and then they got replaced. Is it Frank McFarlane?
Frank McFarlane and Frank Barlow.
Two of them, and they were caretakers for a while, and they went really well. And then who came in? Colwood, maybe?
Colwood.
And then took us all the way back down again. But I thought Dougie Friedman, I thought he did really well with such limited resources. He actually played for us too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He played for us in when we got promoted to the Premiership. Dave Bassett brought in when Pierre Van Hooydonk went on strike.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did all right. Most of them seemed to go okay for a bit. They had a couple that I haven't really liked. But it's hard because I only get to see what I see on YouTube. And every now and then some of the old games turn up and you just see a player's name, and I can't remember it, but that's where I saw Dougie Friedman was playing. So I went and looked up just to check. Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see. People say that we've got, players, say, from, our European Cup win. I always wonder how they would go playing today, because the game is a lot different, isn't it? I mean, you can't go around hacking people down, and it's a lot faster, I think, than it was back then, and the grounds are a lot better. Maybe they've been all right, maybe they wouldn't, but I don't think you'd be smoking 40 a day and still playing at the top leagues.
As you know, Anthony, it's been up and down season. What's your opinion? We've got a massive squad, and I don't know if you
it's too big, isn't it?
It's too big.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? Do you think Chris Hughton he needs to bring his own? Do you think he needs time to bring his own players in, or do you think the players that we've got is good enough?
I think the players we've got should be good enough. I mean, they're good enough to get us up to where we're fourth, fifth, third last season. And there hasn't. I mean, I think Ben Watson was our biggest loss. He just seemed to be the guy that would
5%.
control everything in the middle, and we probably need someone like him. I like Yates. I don't know why he gets so much stick, because he's always having a go, isn't he? He's always trying.
The thing about Ryan Yates, like I said, people in the comment section, my personal opinion, I think he's been the best player of the season so far, and because Ryan Yates is not he doesn't do no flicks, he doesn't score 20 goals a season. The thing with Ryan Yates, he reminds me of, I don't know, do you know Scott McTominay of Manchester United?
No.
Basically, he plays for Man U, and he's just like him, and you can love him or hate him. I like Yates, but the stick that he gets, especially on social media, it's horrible.
Yeah. Well, because you see a lot of people complain that other players don't seem to have the passion for the game, and here's a guy who's shown as much passion as anyone. And, people give him, I mean, maybe his passes could be a bit more accurate, I don't know. But he's always up there having a go.
Yeah. Lennon's back now. Lennon, you okay?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm on my phone now.
Lennon, turn your phone.
What, like sideways?
Turn it.
There you go.
That's it. Bloody hell. But Anthony, I just want to say, in fact, you know what? I really do appreciate you coming on. Quick question. Is there any more? What's it like, the Forest branch in Australia? Is there any Forest fans in Australia?
Yeah, we've met up a couple of times, not for a long time. There's a pub that used to show the games before, it was widely available, and I went down there a few times. There's a Nottingham Forest down under football team. I went and played for that a couple of times. That was a bit of fun. And there's a player that's just started playing for one of the local teams down here, Matt Derbyshire.
Yeah, Matt Derbyshire. Yeah.
Yeah, he just signed for one of the teams down here. So he was up. He must have been playing my local team.
Matt Derbyshire, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I don't think he's all that old. I think he might be still only 33 or 34.
He's not that old. He's not that old at all.
Because normally when they turn up, was it Raddy was here? He got he injured his knee. Maevsky, he was down here playing.
Yeah.
I went and watched Tim Cahill. He turned up. He wasn't really ours, but I quite like him.
Yeah. Quick question, like I said, I mentioned.
Oh, and Scott Gemmell, he was down here too. He was here playing for a while.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Scott Gemmell. Like as we know, he was more. He was in was it 93, 94? He was with Forest, and then he stayed with us till 90. Dave Bassett. He was with Bassett, then he left for Everton.
Did you interview CBW?
Chris Williams.
Did you do that? I saw an interview. I saw him on, because stuff just turns up on your YouTube channel. He seems to be doing all right for himself in America.
I'm trying to find Chris Williams, but I can't find him. I can't find him.
He's got a football academy there, I think. He seems to be getting all the kids there.
Yeah, he is as well, man. But yeah, last question, Anthony. I want to ask you, like, what is your worst moment as a Forest fan?
Oh.
Lennon, why are you munching, Lennon? Man, Lennon's munching. Like, me and Anthony just talking, he's munching like...
It's like a really weird voyeur session going on, isn't it?
I didn't think you'd be able to hear me. I was like, just munching my crisp.
He has got his pants on, though, hasn't he? Please tell me he's wearing pants.
Yeah, of course. No, you should be asking God that question.
He's supposed to be going in, was it drag if he gets 3,500 subscribers or something? He's wearing drag this weekend.
Anthony, listen to me. Anthony, if you want to be in a price show, you can. You can be with them. Listen, man, I hate the prices now. Look what you do, Craig and Motti. If you listen to this, look what you do to Anthony. But yeah, Anthony, I don't
know about the most disappointing, but certainly that I watched that review when we did one, and we got automatically promoted. Watching the around the grounds, that was brilliant.
Which one was that one?
We got promoted back up to the championship, so we were
against Yeovil.
Oh, Yeovil.
Yeah. And then, but they were going around the ground, and we were third and fourth, and then second, and then we made it.
No, that was amazing.
Gary Lineker's favourite.
No, that was a amazing feeling. Amazing feeling. Anthony, what are you doing Saturday?
I might go fishing. I've got my new fishing rods that have got a little Forest logo on, and they've been catching, and that's why we've been winning.
I would love for you to come on my live watch along.
All right, what time is it?
What time's?
It's
3
12,
o'clock kickoff. No, it's 3. It's 3 o'clock kickoff at Swansea.
So it might be 5 a.m. Sunday. Maybe I might be up there.
Yeah, but
if you can.
But there's a time difference, isn't there?
Yeah,
what's the time now? It's 9 o'clock for me. 9 a.m.
It's
7 p.m. for you?
No, it's 10. It's 10 o'clock now. Is that your time?
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Oh my day, that's mad.
It's tomorrow now. You were on yesterday.
That's mad.
That's mad, isn't it? That's like Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
That is mad. But Anthony, thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much for watching my streams. I know you're always here, and I always said to myself, I got what's his name? Someone from another foreigner from
Hang on, technically you're the foreigner, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that other foreigner.
The other foreigner. And you listen to me, people. This guy's amazing, Anthony. Thank you very much.
It's always because when I get up in the morning, I log on to work. So I'm at work at the moment.
Yeah.
And I just click YouTube and it just pops up.
What's it like? What's it like in Australia with the lockdown and all that? What's it like?
You go outside, you should wear a mask. Masks on public transport. Haven't been back to New Zealand to see mum and dad for over a year.
Okay.
But you can't international travel. Well, you can, but if you get there, you got to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. Costs you $3,000. So I don't like that's in your money, probably £20, is it?
Okay.
And the states keep locking the borders. So for you, that'd be like you couldn't go to Wales or Scotland because they've just said no visitors. So for us, you can't go to Queensland or the Northern Territory or Victoria at the moment.
Okay. But Anthony, it's been a pleasure.
No worries. Thank you very much, Ben.
It's been a pleasure. And like I said, if it can't be Saturday, I'd love for you to, if you're not working, love to come on and watch my live streams. I think Craig and Martin would love to meet you.
No worries. It sounds good.
But like I said, Anthony, this is Anthony. He's from Australia and he watches my streams all the time. And like I said, I really do appreciate you coming on my channel, Anthony.
I'll have to put on one of my football shirts, won't I?
Oh, you got to. Have you got a Forest top?
Yeah, I've got 5 of them. I haven't got anything from the century, I don't think. But I see they're all on sale, so I was just having a look. I like that black one, but it's sold out, and I like the grey one, but that's sold out.
But Anthony, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for.
Thanks very much for the invite, Dor.
Oh, pardon?
Thank you very much for the invite.
Oh no! Thank you for coming on. Thank you very much for coming on, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.
Deal.
Peace and love, dude. Peace and love.
See you, mate.
Thank you very much. Oh, what a legend! What a legend!
Oh, my
Lennon,
phone,
what's going on?
My phone's yo. Listen, I've had to join off my phone. Yeah, don't watch that, man. My phone's broke.
Yo,
it's just broke. Dude.
That's mad, isn't
my
it?
laptop's moving.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's crazy. Who would have thought? Yeah, but the thing is, we have fans all over the world.
But coming on my channel, though, that it's just people like him appreciate it, and this is why you need to start your channel. Yeah. You got to start your channel.
I know, man. I know. Well, I'm trying to brand my audience across the world with the music anyway, because that's the best thing about that. Yeah, is if you get viewers around every part of the world, then your music will go around everywhere. So yeah.
Right, I'm gonna get going because Lennon. But before we go, then today's performance. What's your opinion?
Well, we got Saturday. You know, we'll unleash Amiobi on Reece Bish's team, and then we'll go again against Man City in the next round. Get it!
Oh, freaking! But people, thank you very much for the people for coming on. If you're new to the channel, Lennon, say it.
Yep. Please like, subscribe, and wait. Please like, comment, and subscribe to DoreOnTour, baby. You know the drill. Come on.
My guy. Right, people. Preview will be Friday with Reece Bish. Watch along will be Saturday against Swansea. No, what is Lennon doing? I can't even see him.
I'm here.
Lennon, turn the light on, man. What is wrong?
No, Door, because I'm ugly.
What?
I'm ugly, man. People don't want to see my ugly face.
But yeah, people, hopefully I'll see you soon. Lennon's a bellend, man. What is this wrong with this guy? Yo, Lennon, I'm switching you off, Lennon.
No, hang on, Door. Ben, wait. There you go.
Yo, listen to it. I know you sound with backstage Max and that, but I know you're gonna blow your face.
yeah, for confidentiality.
But people, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for Anthony for coming on the channel. That's mad.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yo, stop eating, man. Listen, yo, you're getting banned. You're banned. Lennon, you're banned. Bye.
Hey, before I go, people, Saturday I might be if it's up to Big Door if I'm on the stream, but
you can come on if you want.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's up to you, man. But
I'll
see you again, people.
Yo, if you want Lennon to come on, put your thumbs up. He's a joker.
I bring banter, you know. Listen, on the match days, you know, get rid of all the stress and the tension. Yeah, I bring banter, you know what I mean? I don't play games. This guy.
Right, people, I'll let you go. But like I said, thank you everyone for coming. If you're new, subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see everyone on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. 9 o'clock. Peace out.
Peace out.